Good morning, our dear viewers across the globe. This is News and Views, where facts meet analysis for a clearer Nigeria. I'm Simon Fake. This morning, we are reviewing the news headline, Court rulings on PDP and ADC, the way forward for both parties. We need to discuss and express views on this news item because of varied confusing interpretations that has been on the internet since yesterday. Some are of the opinions that the court has allowed them to go ahead with the structure they had, that there's no more issue. Whereas what the court is saying in a simple term is that go home and resolve your crisis internally by following their respective parties' constitution. So what is the way forward? There is a single solution that contains some processes. It's in line with what the court said. All the leaders, stakeholders of both parties should stoop low to conquer. What does that mean? They all must swallow their pride. They must bury their ego so that they can make headway. How can they do that? They can do that by seeing fellow party men as better. I think all they are concerned about is to become a stronger opposition, either to criticize the incumbent government or to unseat it. In whichever way, they must be united before they can achieve that. And that unity dictates that the leaders in particular must be ready to compromise, as in try to meet at the middle, 50-50. They should stop going to court, because what going to court means to them is that as old as they are, as matured as they claim to be, as professionally and experienced they have been professed to be, they cannot handle just leadership matters. And that has taken them this far. So it is an embarrassment on their personality. It is ridiculous that people of that status cannot sit down and take a unanimous decision on the way forward. So they should bury their egos, set up a neutral committee of individuals or party stakeholders who, at least to a reasonable extent, have not taken any position. And they should be ready to agree with whatever decision should come out with. Secondly, the committee should be given authority so that it won't be suggesting, but taking final decision and declare their decision. Whatever their decision is, the third one must be written, signed duly, and verifiable. The leadership that emerges from that decision binds on all of them. They must agree to that effect so that there will be way forward. In addition to that, which is the fourth item, they must be ready to obey the directive of that committee in connection with the primaries election. Instead of going for consensus candidates at this point in time, it is advisable that both PDP and ADC go for proper primary election so that whoever wins become the flag bearer of the party. That will present a rancor-free primary election. As for the committee that will elect individuals into the leadership position, the committee should consider the sharing formula, the way it is stipulated in the party constitution, as to the sharing formula of the regions that form the party. So in situation where there are factions, and now that all the factions are coming together, the committee should factor in the interest of all the factions so that everybody will feel safe, secure, and having collect its deserved share of the leadership positions. The committee should be given a time frame, and the committee should be individuals that are time conscious so that they will be able to meet up with the timeline, as there's no more time on their side. So the committee must be able to work with time and come out with their decisions in time, the time must be fixed and they must be duly monitored so that at least there will be opposition competing favorably with the incumbent president. So the last step is that all stakeholders must sign a kind of peace accord deal that whatever becomes the decision of the committee, they will all agree and abide by it. Members of the two political parties would not be happy seeing the leaders of the party going to court anymore. So it's better for both parties to swallow their pride so that there will be a strong opposition comes 2027. What is your opinion? Do you think the crisis is beyond internal resolution? What would be your advice for individuals like former President Atiku Abubakar? What would be your advice for individuals like former Osun State Governor or former Senate President David Mark and all those long-time politicians in both parties? We'll be waiting for you at the comment section. Until tomorrow when we come your way. This is News and Views, where facts meet analysis for a clearer Nigeria. I'm Simon Fakeye. Thanks for watching.